Alright, everyone. Redline owners, YouTube viewers, whatever. I wanted to make a video on these corner lights. And I ordered some clear lenses, and they should be here, hopefully in another couple weeks. The guy that I ordered them from said there was a problem with shipping because of the coronavirus and whatnot, but whatever. I wanted to show, basically talk about how to make these, and you can really do whatever you want for fairly cheap. I think total what I'll have in these lights is maybe $150, but I guarantee you that if someone built them for you, you'd probably be spending, I don't know, $200-300 after labor and everything else. And it's really, really simple. I got this. This is just a cheap soldering iron off of Amazon. I mean, if you wanted something like that, it's upside down, but I only spent $15 on this soldering iron, and it came with everything I needed. Came with some solder, came with, well, they call it soldering paste. I'm used to calling it flux. And then all this stuff in the toolkit, solder, desoldering tool. This thing has a bunch of little bits in it for screwdrivers, stripper. Even came with this. I don't know, maybe I'll make something out of this little board. Maybe I'll get some LEDs and put Redline on there or some shit, I don't know. Different soldering attachments. So, I mean, I'm not making a video. This is not a product review by any means. It's just something that I found cheap on Amazon because I'm trying to do this stuff myself. Hang on a second. Cheap, you know. And then I'm going to show you what this looks like. So here we have the headlight. Or it's not a headlight. The marker, side markers. And I painted it with some sparkles, but I don't think in the end it's going to matter. Just paint them black. And then here, I'm going to turn this light off, and we'll see if this comes in better. So, you know, you got different functions, and whatnot. You can get them, you can get them wireless, and you can control them with your phone. I got mine with a remote because I'm cheap. But here, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you, and there's switchbacks too. So what I really need to do is buy a stand. So here, hang on a second. We got this. All right, so we're gonna put them on white for daytime running lights, either white or yellow. That's yellow. You can't see it, but it's yellow. All right, so we're gonna go white, right? And then you have a yellow wire for your turn signal. So there's switchback as well. There. Well, here's a problem. I'm trying to do this one-handed. So there's your daytime running lights, right? So let's say you have your daytime running lights on, and you turn your turn signal on. and then I'm going to tape this on here. I'm going to tape this on here and see if I can get this to work. Sorry, guys. It's starting to be a little longer than I thought, but take the tape and tape it on here. Okay, so there's our daytime running lights, right? Ah, shit. Daytime running lights. And then when you turn your turn signals on, there's your flashers. And as you can see, I have it started out on that corner, going this way and around. So, oh man. Sorry, I'm not the biggest YouTube video person. And I'm trying to do this with one hand. I should have had this all set up before, but okay. So then if you have it like on a show mode, something like this, when you hit your turn signal, it's just going to cancel it out. See? And then back to your show mode. Okay, and there's different ways that you can build this. You can get a ghost module, whatever. You can get a program module, and you can get these. And the strips that I bought come in sections of 3. Or not 3, but 3 LEDs per section. So you can only cut this into, if you can see that, the smallest you can cut this is 3 LEDs. Well, you can buy them to where they're 1 LED or 2 or whatever. These were just strips I bought. So what it was a set of 2, and it's just a strip. I think, what was this, a 3-foot strip? A 3-foot strip, and then here's your connection into the power. And then what you do is you cut this open, you take your knife, cut the end off, and then this will just pull right out. All right. And then you can cut the strips to what you want. You can cut them however you want. If you look on here, they got little scissors to tell you where to cut. Right? So where you cut is where the copper's at, or the connection. And then you place them where you want, and then you solder the connections together. See, ground to ground, 12 volt, and I think the middle one is your turn signal, right? And then you want to make sure that they're going the right way. See, they got the arrows on them. So however you have the arrows, you need all the arrows to be going to the right direction. So like here we have electricity flowing this way, up to here, down and around, and to the end. All right. And that's basically it. This side I'm going to try to get a little closer into the corner. But that's how you're going to do the inside. It's really simple. To get these open, to get these lenses open, you have to cut them open, right? And what I did was, I got my little Dremel there, my cheap Harbor Freight Dremel, and what I did was, so if the lens was on here, what I did was, I cut it, I made a cut in the middle, like so right here. not to the edge, but close to the edge. I made a cut down here, and then what I did was I cut it into two sections. So I cut around on the inside of the lens, and then down here, and then cut. And then I cut out this way, like this, down and up, right? And so when it's done, you got two triangle sections, and you still have the part of the lens that's attached to the edge here. And what I did was I just broke it off. It broke off really clean. And then I took my Dremel and then I cleared these edges up. So when I get the lenses in the mail to replace them with, I can just join them back together and seal them back together, and they're fine. So that's how I got the corner lights open. Also, you do have to you have to drill a hole. Unless you want it to come through here, but I wanted it in the corner. So that's where I drilled my hole. And then what I'll do is I'll get some black RTV, and then I'll just seal it up so water don't get in there or whatever. And that's pretty much it. As for the wires, all I'm doing is I'm taking wire, right? And then I'm just cutting little individual wires off to the length that I want. And then what you do is, when you solder these, just drop the solder onto the copper. So, for example, I lost it. Here it is. So, you got your little strip, right? I'll tell you what, I'll plug this in and I'll see if I can do a little drop. So I got the soldering iron plugged in right now. And then what you can do is, I'm going to try to So, I just do this just for fun. I haven't seen clear lenses except for like one person. Alright, so I'm going to try to cut this off if it's hot enough. It's not quite hot enough yet. Like I said, I haven't seen anybody with clear lenses. And I was like, well, I got these lenses open. What am I going to do? So I just decided to do something like this. So, alright, so I got my solder, right? I'm trying to do this one-handed. Actually, I'm going to try to do it two-handed, but... So what you want to do is take your solder. Here, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. But you got your soldering iron. And then what you do is you just melt it on there. Like so. So I wonder if I can do it actually. If I would have made it longer, I probably could have, huh? There. So this is my wire. This is my soldering iron. That's my wire. And then what I'm going to do is just take it onto, I know it's fuzzy, I'm sorry guys. But just take it and put a little bead on it. There. Just like that. And you see the solder will conform to the copper. And then you just get the solder hot again when you're getting ready to put your wire on there. And then you can form it to whatever shape you want. But like I said, I went cheap. You can get individual LEDs, you can get doubles, triples, whatever, and then cut them however you want. But this is what I decided to do, and so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut for this one. I'm gonna do the same thing. For this one, I'm gonna cut 4 strips, and then I'm gonna, drop a bead on each copper piece, or on, I don't know if it's copper or gold, but whatever. I'm gonna drop a bead on each contact, and then I'm gonna get the shape that I want, and then I'm going to solder the wires on, and then you get your finished product. It's pretty simple. I didn't really mean to make this video this long, but like I said, it's fairly, I'm not going to say it's cheap, because the lenses alone cost me like $85 or $89 shipped. And then I'm going to have to figure out how to seal them back on. I guess there's a product that actually melts the plastic together, so it will melt the lens onto the housing. I might just RTV them or something so I can take them apart easier if I need to in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as these clear lenses. You can, try to do stuff as cheap or, as expensive as you want, but you figure something that works for you and go for it. But I figured this was the easiest way to do it with, with the amount of money that I want to spend on other things. So I'm just gonna tape this back up and see if I can show you the different modes real quick. Let's see if we can get this running. I think I missed it. There. So basically, when you turn your lights on, this will light up. It's got different modes. There's yellow. Let me turn my light off. They are kind of bright, and that is yellow, blue, red, green, blue, and then 2 different purples. And then it has different show modes. But you can see I didn't get that corner. Both corners need to get a little closer together. And then I didn't want to use a Bluetooth on my phone because I've had problems with Bluetooth. So, and like I said, these were only $25. And then, when you turn your turn signal on, they're gonna automatically go to your turn signal. And then my turn signal is literally going to follow that pattern all the way around. From, it'd go from right to left. So it'd go like whatever, but. So. Anyway, just a little quick. Well, it's not really quick. It's about 20-minute long video. But I'm gonna, all the white that you see, I'm gonna get some, either a Sharpie or some kind of paint marker or whatever, and all this white, I'm gonna paint black so you won't see so hopefully it blends in better, so you don't see all that white. So I'm gonna try to do all this plastic, the circuit strips black so it matches. But anyway, I hope some of y'all found this video helpful or not. Anyway, hope y'all have a good night. Peace. Alright guys, I wanted to add this to the end because I got these finished. So here we go. So we got both. I got the other one finished, and this is what they look like. So these are the corner lights, and I'll just let you watch. The only thing is, on the camera, it doesn't really show the actual colors very well, but they're RGB. There's some pinks and purples in there that don't show very well on the phone. And then I'll see if I can get, I'm gonna turn this light on. And then I got the two for the turn signals. So if I want to turn left, right, see here, left, right. So whatever turn signal you use is gonna stay on. Sorry about this. So let's say we want to turn this way. Turn this way. So you got your daytime running lights on. See if I can get this. Sorry guys. Turn right. And then turn left. Works. All right, guys. Have a good night. Peace.